Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the bantamweight bout between Rob Font versus Marlon Vera. So I see this fight right here. These guys mirror each other in a lot of ways. Like I feel like the talent-wise, the ceiling where they started kind of mirrors each other in similar ways. Strengths and weaknesses a little bit different, but kind of the same. Like both guys, I don't feel like deal with pressure necessarily the best. I feel like both guys, kind of had the same start. Like none of them came out exactly phenomenal. Well, Vera definitely didn't come out phenomenal. Came out getting mopped by Davy Grant, but he started to build himself up. Rob Font came out with that big knockout, but like I said, he kind of got his little rub against some of the better guys at the time, and like he wasn't showing that he's not among the best just yet. Like you're still still fresh getting there. They took some time and development to get there. And now it's like they kind of both these guys that's like upper tier gate guardians, I guess, at this point. Somebody got all the skills and the talent and the will. They train hard, but like they're just missing some key things. And like I feel like they always gonna kind of be missing those key things for the most part. But hey, it's still the present. They can still change around. But I feel like them both guys are solid. Also, they lost to some like pretty much half their losses are the same. They both lost to Aldo. Both lost to Lineker. When Font got like 5 losses. Vera got like 6 losses. So 205, damn near half your losses are the same. And y'all lost kind of the same ways. Lineker just pressure y'all. Y'all didn't do the best with the pressure, and he just kept going. But I feel like Vera's just only have the best counter game. He got counter low kicks and stuff at times. But for the most part, he really got no counter. The most thing he do, he'll shell up, let you get your combination off. You don't see him like slip a hook, like you see, like he catch the hook, like, oh, I see the hook, he catch me at the same exact point. Oh, now I see the hook coming, boom, bam, count you back. Oh, I see the hook, like, oh, it's touching me right here. Oh, let me just bring that off. It's like it's always just shelling up and taking the hook on the arm for the most part. So when you got a guy that's even doing sloppy offense, he'll just take it on the arm every single time, and he can lose decision that way. People just keep loading up on him, doing these ugly combinations. Like what's his name? I can't even think that ugly Brazilian dude, whatever his name is, with like 50 wins, like 20 losses or something like that, 30 wins, 40. Name eluding me right now, but yeah, a guy like that should be a guy he should have picked apart, but he let the guy just beat him with just being active and aggressive and just load up on power shots and just being active. When I say those guys like that, you should have been able to dissect, make them miss, like a stand like they extended. They can make them pay and counter. But Vera hasn't really developed a counter game. He hasn't, especially now with his hands kick. Like I said, he got the little low kicks every now and then, but they're few and far between. And then another thing, when I look at this one, like I said, I feel like both guys don't do the best with pressure, but I feel like Vera's a better grappler, submission grappler. I feel like, matter of fact, probably better wrestler too, but I feel like Font in his last fight showed some more improvements in his wrestling, even though it was a bit, but the fact that he did that against Aldo for the little bit he did, I'm going to say his wrestling's a little bit better. Submission grappling, I'm going to give to Vera by a little decent margin. But I feel like it's really going to come down overall to, matter of fact, it's going to come down to more game, but I feel like it's more so going to play on the feet, how they set up on the feet. And I feel like Font's going to be the one pressuring more. I feel like he's going to be able to start out early. And that's be the most important thing. Start out early, establish the front foot, the lead foot, push Vera back, and also see some stance switching. I see Vera not doing the best job at defending, like at addressing stance switching, like what Grant was doing, and Grant was able to load up with some ugly combinations, some ugly jerky hooks, and like hook to the body, then overhand up top. Even though it's already been seeing him knock several other people out with it, Vera was still getting touched by it, not cleanly as much, but still, it's not like I said, Vera gonna shut up instead of like, oh, you know what he's doing, and his hands down, like I said, the hook comes to the body, catch here, the counter here. Grant, big British jaw like this all the time, doing these hooks, and then his chin is all the way up in the air. You should catch that, like say, you see the hook, remember, you catch it low, you catch it up high, and then throw, because his hand's low. He's throwing a switch hand. Both times he's throwing the combinations, his other hand is non-existent, his chin up in the air. You're supposed to be such a technical striker, such clean technique. Oh, this guy's such a good this guy's such a good that. But a lot of guys really ain't as good as people think they are. You see a guy telegraphing stuff like that, loading up wiry stuff like that. You catch the counter, you like throw right back at him. But who am I? I'm nobody. But it's there, man. But yeah. Saw my issues with that. Saw my have issues with a 40-year-old plus Edgar with his movements. Edgar was catching on combinations. And I feel like Font has pretty good footwork and can mix angles up on him, come in aggressive, land some combinations. And Vera mostly just going to load up. Mostly going to cover up, then maybe try to do some kicks. And might have some decent success with that. But clearly, I haven't seen him in a case where he has been able to dissect somebody with his leg kicks. Like he had hurt Grant a little bit with in that second fight with some kicks, but Grant still was a game the whole fight. It was really a close fight. Could have been a split decision, to be honest. Kick Edgar with some, but Edgar was still good. It was the front kick that caught Edgar, because Edgar was all leaning over with his chin like that, and very clearly saw that. But anywho, yeah, I just feel like Font is gonna be able to push the pace on him. Font's gonna be the one like I said, mixing stancing, sticking that jab on him, and he's gonna be the one I feel going first. If he want to be more aggressive, being more active, and I feel like once he established that front foot, I feel like it's still gonna be a very competitive fight. I feel like Vera will find his way back in this fight as he does. Like I say, very scrappy fight, a very gritty fight. He's not gonna lay down for anyone. But I feel like the fact that Font's footwork, stance switching, combinations, the better boxing, I think the better overall striking, and a guy that's not gonna be like necessarily a fader. He got a good cardio unless he's getting hurt. And it's not like Vera really has any stinging punches. I mean, he has some stinging punches, but he don't have that studying power that's gonna drop you for the most part. Right? But even then, it's MMA, it's fighting could happen, but he don't got it like say what Aldo does. And he don't have the reflexes of Aldo. Aldo has good counter reflexes, good reflexes in general. Vera, I feel like he kind of has not the best reflexes, so I feel like he's not gonna be able to take advantage of maybe some of the holes and gaps in Font's game because he has holes and gaps in those areas himself, so he can't really exploit them. It's best to say like a guy like Aldo could in both of them. But yeah, I think like that Font speed, his boxing, his movement, and the fact that he can push and maintain a pace, unlike maybe like a 35-year, 36-year-old, or whatever case may be, aged Grant, or a 40-year-old plus Edgar. I feel like Font can push a pace, maintain that pace, be the faster fighter, be the better boxer, have the better hands, and Vera is lacking in the counter department and really in the boxing department a lot as well. But I feel still a competitive fight, but I feel like it's gonna be a clear win for Font once the final bell has rang. Probably 3-2 or 4-1 for Font. So in this one, I got Rob Font via decision.